I would say the cohort has changed me in many ways and profoundly. I had finished all the teaching certifications and was looking forward to teach, but there is always this hesitation that maybe I'm not ready. Maybe um, there is more to it, and a lot of doubts in my mind. And joining the cohort, it was like going through a process where these doubts started dissolving. I would work with the cohort members, and there would be Roma there and validating that what I am feeling, what I'm saying actually is true. And it is actually sitting being to being with somebody. It is feeling that equality and oneness with the other person. Because I would feel some of that and I would ignore it. I would be like, this is not it. Maybe it's something else. Maybe I'm not there yet. So it empowered me in so many ways. I remember I did a healing session with myself as the therapist and one other cohort participant as the person on the other side. And I went through the whole process and I was not sure how it went, how I did. And I think Roma must have sensed that. She took that whole recording and with myself and this person and her, she walked me through and said, stop here and see what you did. It was a masterstroke. And I noticed this and this and this. And by the end of the hour, I was like, oh yeah, I do it well after all. And I can do it. And it made all the difference. It made all the difference. I felt nourished in the cohort and nurtured and loved. It gave me a sense of belonging. And as I watched other cohort members, feels like, oh, it's just not Roma. Somehow it draws the perfect group and have so many people that I was learning from, just listening to their observations, listening to their questions, watching them do the healing sessions. It is life-changing as a teacher or as a wannabe teacher. And one thing that I find unique about Roma is she lives the teaching and she's super creative as a teacher. I often end up asking the same question 10 times on 10 different occasions. And every time it's a different way of approaching it from her and teaching a way of teaching that sticks. And by the time I get those 10 answers, I'm like, I get it. I get it. There was one instance which I remember, like I still can't find the center of the head. And she's like, okay. And she guided me through several approaches. And then I'm like, yeah, I think I get it. Then another time I ask, I still don't get it. And she's like, okay, now this time I want you to take your tip of the tongue to the very back of the upper palate and stay there. And just starting with that, she slowly guided me to that place. The third time I was at her house, and she's like, okay. She just walked up and went to her piano, and then just see, she played a note and said, "Do you feel it?" You know? And then she played another note, and she's like, "There," and I felt it. And then she went on, "Let's play the bass tones of this and the higher tones of it." And oh my God, I'm like, you are so versatile to get that one point clear to me. She seems to know exactly what I need, exactly what I'm looking for, more than I do about myself at times. And I have understood and embodied RP in a way that I hadn't before. And then I teach now, it shows. So I'm a much better teacher because of Roma. And I'm still learning from her. And somehow, the group that gathers around her is equally magical, equally powerful. That's the magic of Roma. It's not too often that a teacher walks into our lives and completely transforms us. And for me, Roma has been that teacher. Join the cohort. Don't miss it. It will transform you. It will transform you from the inside out. And it will contribute immensely in your own growth and make you a beautiful teacher of the realization process. It's a rare opportunity. And yeah, I just still want to say don't miss it. Take advantage of this rare opportunity.